Go on, Kalia. Unleash your power. Just like back in the Sanctum.
All right, if you say so.
No! Wait!
Something's wrong.
Pull back, Kalia. Pull back!
I can't!
Hold on. Let me help. There.
How did you do that?
Practice. I trained to control my powers after I left my vault. When I was freed from my vault, it took months for my own power to reach such levels, and then it nearly destroyed me. I'm surprised Callie has gotten to that point so quickly after her release. Our powers grow exponentially once we leave the protection of the vaults. It's what they were constructed for. But Callie's power has advanced much faster than mine did. It almost consumed her. If not for my mentor, the same would have befallen me. When Duke Varen's forces came through, they set me free. To them, I was just another political prisoner. I wandered without a purpose for a time until my power reached a level similar to what you saw here. That's when my mentor found me. I don't see why not. Plus, it will probably be safer if the three of us leave for a while. Find us in the marsh to the north.
That was terrifying. I've never felt anything like that. Ever. Nothing like that ever occurred during our training in the Sanctum. What's happening to me? My gift is fire. Summoning flames is as natural as breathing. In the vault, it was always just a spark or a simple flicker. But when I tried to hit the target, I couldn't control it. The fire inside me, it wanted to... I'm fine. A bit lightheaded, maybe. Whatever Sombrin did, it put the fire out. At least for now. I don't like...
Our power seems to be getting stronger. Harder to control. No, probably not.
Hey, I'm over here. Keshu told me to take a thinking break. It helps to take a break sometimes, you know? From thinking, so you can think better later. Anyway, how are the ambitions doing? Have you figured out a better place to hide them? Well, that sounds bad, obviously. What happened? Oh, I knew there was a reason we plucked him out of Vandasia's fortress in the Deadlands. I mean, other than preventing a human sacrifice. So who is this helpful person? Stick close to them. You need to keep the ambition safe and out of Andasia's clutches. While you're away, I'm going to continue helping Keshu's Blackfin Legion.
All I ask is that you all keep an open mind.
That's a Dremora.
Sombrin, what's going on here?
Interesting. I didn't expect to hear from Sombrin again after he left, despite my advice. But to find him in the presence of a powerful mortal and 2 other ambitions. But where are my manners? Greetings, mortal. I am Zyna. And so I did. I sensed his need and offered my assistance. He learned well, and as he will tell you, I never betrayed him. Is that why he has summoned me? Because those other two... Then you must bring them to my sanctuary. They are far more than anything you can imagine. I helped Sombrin because I didn't want to see him fall into Mehrunes Dagon's hands, or destroy... I hide in the Deadlands. Yes, Dagon's realm. But I have ways to protect us. Before you bring them, they must be attuned to this realm. Find slivers of the Deadlands lodged in your world.
As I said, Zyna helped me. And she can help Kalia and Destron. You just have to trust her. And if you can't trust her, forgive me. But in my experience, most of Nirn takes a dark view of Dremora. Zyna found me when I was at my worst. If she wanted me dead, she could have killed me years ago or just let me destroy myself. Instead, she helped me. Taught me control. Oh, of that I'm certain. Competition in the Deadlands is fierce, especially among the non-aligned Dremora. I know that she seeks allies to call upon when the need arises. Having 3 ambitions who owe you a... Let me mark your map. Zyna told me where to find these slivers of the Deadlands when I needed them. Dagon cultists often enshrine these shards whenever they find them. You'd be surprised how often chunks of oblivion make their way to Nirn. I'll describe the process when you return. Our powers interact strangely. No, you're not an ambition. Besides, you've been to the Deadlands already and suffered no ill effects. If the I'm not entirely sure.
I suppose we must trust in Sombrin's experience. Does it matter? I felt the power inside.
Let's find these objects from the Deadlands as Sombrin's mentor suggested. No, but... Can you believe it, Kalia? We're going to be great heroes!
What's heroic about being consumed by our own powers?
Zyna taught Sombrin to control his powers. She'll do the same for us.
If the cultists are our own power, what if Zyna only wants to use us for our power,
sister, where's your sense of... She can't force us. You heard her. She needs allies, and we're as powerful as they come.
I've read the stories. Pacts with Daedra never turn out well.
I'll protect you, Kalia. You have my word.
Silly little brother. I'm the one who protects you.
You're barely older, only by a moment. Two slivers of the Deadlands, one for each of us. Mission accomplished.
I fear it just gets more difficult from here.
You worry about everything. Let's go meet Sombrin.
Don't underestimate us. Nicely done!
Destron, stop! This is serious.
Relax, Kalia. We're on an adventure.
Destron, be serious. Our own powers could destroy us.
That won't happen. I won't let it.
It might not be up to you.
Kalia, we'll figure this out.
You found the Deadland slivers? Good. I set up the portal at the top of the hill behind me. Alatun, Kalia, and Destron. Then we can make our way to the... I need you to deal with a complication for me. Creatures were drawn to the hillside by my actions. Could you make sure the path to the top is clear? The last...
I've been waiting to try the spell out.
All right, just like we discussed. Focus on the slivers of Deadlands.
It's working!
I've never traveled by portal before.
Quick, step inside. Follow when you're ready, friend.
I greet you, mortal. As with Sombrin, I shall do all that I can to aid the twins. But first, they must survive the Ashen Forest. They must walk the path of the obelisks. Before I can teach them to contain their power, they must first protect the twins from the dangers of the forest. They cannot unleash their power safely until they have learned to control it. At each obelisk, the power of these
They're messing with your head.
That must be the first obelisk.
Prepare yourself, brother. Something's happening.
The babes are asleep? How? I couldn't get the boy to stop bawling.
I fed the twins until they were full and exhausted.
Your Majesty, welcome. The babes are healthy and strong.
As commanded, my Emperor. She bore twins.
As Mehrunes Dagon commanded, so it has been done.
Our parents and the High Priest? I don't understand. Well done! That must have hurt.
I suppose this is the obelisk of empowerment.
Activated, good friend.
Starting.
Time for the final ritual, my Emperor.
Proceed, High Priest.
O Mehrunes Dagon, Prince of Ambition and Destruction, imbue these infants with your power! Let it ripen and grow within these vessels until the appointed time.
As Dagon wills
Let it be done.
Our parents were sacrificed to Mehrunes Dagon? Why?
You were amazing!
Keep it away!
You're unstoppable! Take that, foul creature! I could assist you. Well done! That portal opened on its own. Suppose we should step inside.
must be the day you learn you are destined to fail. That I, the waking flame, emerge victorious.
No. Destron, is that us up there?
And Mehrunes Dagon? Is this our future, Callia? Is this...
How long ago was it? When I crushed you and claimed the ambitions for myself. It must be rather depressing to see that all your efforts were in vain. That my victory, visions. You must understand the forces with which you meddle. Given your failures before you died, that doesn't surprise me. You entered the portal at the obelisk of inevitability in the Deadlands. What could be more inevitable than the future? Look around and see for yourself. The very fact that you stand before me proves that you didn't stop me. You said the same thing when we battled in Blackwood so many years ago. I found your...
Mercenary, time to go. Through the portal, quickly.
Vandacia. He had us displayed like... trophies.
We saw our future. We're doomed.
Snap out of it. What you saw was just one possible...
I didn't think that was how my story was going to end. Isn't it? You saw the Prince of Destruction. How? Now you sound like Callia and...
Vandacia is going to win. We saw ourselves. He was drawing power from... But you saw how Vandacia looked. Strong. I don't... Can it really be that simple?
The obelisk of inevitability reveals just one possible future. True, it's the most likely outcome, but it isn't the only one. Now that we know where things are heading, we can work to change the course. We're dealing with forces beyond our understanding. It was always going to be a difficult journey, but the obelisk of inevitability, the perils of visiting oracles. Are we better off knowing what is to come, or continuing on in blissful ignorance? I believe our choices matter. I choose to...
Mortal who bore witness for the twin ambitions, let us speak. We can finally greet each other in person, mortal. Before we begin a noble sentiment, but they are more than just people. They are powerful weapons. Dagon's priest imbued them with a portion of the Lord of Destruction's own energy when they were born. It has grown and intensified in the intervening years. Imagine that each ambition is like a mortal bank. Instead of gold, the priest deposited a portion of Dagon's energy inside them. That energy grew with them, compounding and doubling year after year like interest on your savings. It also transformed. In every way, what was once just of oblivion became mixed with Nirn. Now that energy is a part of both realms. And that is why Mehrunes Dagon wants it back. It will give him the connection to Nirn that he so greatly desires. Their power is like a volcano, building until released as an explosion or a lava flow. One is catastrophic, the other merely destructive. I will delay the eruptions while teaching them to dissipate and maintain control. You may observe, of course. We must begin the ritual at once. This way.
Stay close, friend. I'll feel better knowing you're nearby. What's going on?
Zaina, what are you doing?
Helping you fulfill your purpose. Your ambitions. You belong to Mehrunes Dagon.
Oh. What happened? No! Zaina! Damn it! You... Damn her! Zaina betrayed us and cast... It's a dungeon beneath her sanctuary. She sends her enemies here to die. We aren't her enemies. She saved my life many times. If you'd wanted to hurt... I don't want to believe that. But I heard what she said too. And she completely drained my energy. I can't call upon my power until it recharges. We need to find a way out of it. First things first. I need to restore my power. Let me think. Zaina told me about an old foe she destroyed. Tossed them into this place. The skull is in the treasure chamber. You can get there through the east door. Retrieve it in Menthix, an ancient rival. Challenging him was one of the last tasks Zaina assigned to me as she trained me to control my power. Zaina did something to Menthix to chain his essence here.
Anything to try this spell out? You were amazing. Is it over? Time to bring the lightning!
I can feel the residual energy. Hold the skull toward me, please. While my power finishes recharging, take a look at what I found. I left it over there. All right, I'm ready. Follow me. We have to stop Zyna. Attack! She's doing something to the twins!
You're too late. Lord Dagon will reward me for securing the twins.
You deal with Zyna!
The ambitions belong to Lord Dagon. Their power is for him alone.
She was going to sacrifice us to Mehrunes Dagon.
Sombrin, how could you bring us to this monster?
She wasn't like this. I didn't know.
Destron, help me open a portal. Like Sombrin showed us on the hilltop.
This wasn't how it was supposed to turn out. Come on. Let's go after them.
I love cities. They have a kind of rhythm to them, and it's just a matter of learning the steps. Am I in trouble?
Zyna, she never gave me any indication that she was going to betray us. That she was involved in our creation and wanted to sacrifice us to Mehrunes Dagon. At least the twins don't appear to be in imminent danger of exploding. Let me take another look at Zyna's contracts. Yes, I hope you're right. Callie and whatever Zyna... I'll try to train... I'm sorry. I had no idea Zyna meant to betray us.
She wanted to kill us, Sombrin.
Destron, Zyna betrayed Sombrin too.
Because he was trust her.
I will make this right. I promise.
Let's return to the temple. We shouldn't be discussing this so soon.
Easy to get lost in a place like this. I think that's one of my favorite parts about cities.
Gideon is not the ground on which we conduct this fight. There is a better place to defend the ambitions. You return at a grim moment, mercenary. While you were gone, word reached us that the Waking Flame is gathering an army. I fear it will soon march on Gideon. But Evely said you took the ambitions to learn about their powers. Did you succeed? We are all in danger. At least you kept the ambitions safe. I thank you for that. Concerning the cult, Evely, the Order of the Waking Flame has cast a net around Gideon. Von Dacia is gathering an army, including guards from the garrison who were loyal to him. No, the city is no place for a battle. When foes surround you, it is wise to put your back spines to a tree. We will move the ambitions to Fort Redmane. The Imperials abandoned it years ago, but my Blackfin Legion has been restoring its defense. No, I have another task for you. Summon what allies you can to Fort Redmane to help defend the ambitions. I sent my legion ahead, but I fear we will need more warriors. Before you go, tell the ambitions what we are doing and why. They trust you. I leave the specifics up to you. Consider who you have helped throughout Blackwood. Evely might have some ideas. Remember, this is not a mission for just any courier or they are my brothers and sisters in arms.
Tell the ambitions no army of crazed cultists is going to sacrifice them on... Right. Anyone with an army that can help us. You head to Leowin. I'm sure Captain Rian would be happy for the Ivory Brigade to lend a hand. Beyond that, what about anyone else? If that's the case, just alert Captain Rian after you talk to the ambitions. Then head directly to Fort Redmane. But if you have the time, go help some people. The fate of the world's at stake. Someone may join up in exchange for a good deed. Sombra and the twins, I'll be with them shortly. I have a few more details to work out with the governor. You went to the Deadlands? And you took the... What did you expect was going to...